Hello, everybody. This is Allison M from Vegan Movie Reviews, and today I want to talk about The Lie, a film available on Amazon. It's directed by Veena. The alternate title on IMDb is Between Earth and Sky, and the release year is 2018. And I was listening to a Q&A between the director and Karyn Kusama, and it was based on the film We Are Monsters, the Sebastian Coe film from Germany. And I have not seen that one, which was kind of helpful because it's always kind of annoying to see remakes. But this was actually pretty good. I had heard varying things, so I was kind of hesitant to check it out. But Joey King is an amazing actress. She was in such duds as Slenderman and The Kissing Booth, but she didn't really get really good material, I believe, until The Act, a limited series based on the documentary Mommy, Dad, and Dearest, which I really recommend, both actually. And so, The Lie, someone recommended it to me. I decided to check it out. So it takes place in Canada. Yeah, the director was from Canada, and she was talking about how they filmed it in like a winter where the lowest temperature was like minus 40 degrees. Being from California, it's hard to imagine. I guess they said it was tough for even Canadians to film. And so, yeah, there are some scenes of like ice and snow. It's insane. So basically, it's about a girl, Brittany, and her friend Kayla. Brittany is played by Devery Jacobs. Kayla is played by Joey King. So there's a lie that's told. Right. And is it a good lie? No. The Q&A between Karyn Kusama and director Veena, they were talking about how like children's brains aren't developed yet. So the girl, I guess, is supposed to be like 15, 17, and they're fighting over a boy. You find that out later. Like that's not really the real reason they had the fight, but I'm not going to give away too much in the movie review because why would you want me to spoil it for you? I mean, I sort of want to talk about it, and I almost thought about making this a spoiler review, but I know some people are going to see it or see this that haven't seen the movie because it took me like so long to watch it. Like I sort of wanted to see it, and then I heard different things, and then finally I was like, let me just check it out. The dad was played by Peter Sarsgaard. The mom was played by Mireille Enos. She's like Jessica Chastainish, and she's like in some high profile films, but I don't know, like I feel like we haven't seen her in a while. So anyway, so the mom and dad are separated, and Joy King's character Kayla is like devastated. I mean, there's weird communication between the parents, so that's what makes it difficult as opposed to anything else. So anyway, so Brittany is kind of her troubled friend, not troubled, but yeah, I mean, it would have I would have benefited from a couple of watches of this because later in the film they said her face was bruised while getting in the car. Okay, so Kayla's dad offers to drive Brittany, who's waiting at a bus stop after her father promised that he would drive her, and all this stuff. But then later in the movie, they said there were bruises on the girl's face, and I didn't notice it per se. I mean, they weren't very noticeable. Now I could watch it again and say, oh, wow, I did see the bruises. So there were little details like this that, like, I'm sure, like, upon a second or third watch, they really reinforced the movie. But, so there are little things like that. And then something happens to Brittany. And then, then the dad is alleged to be abusive. And he even, okay, minor spoiler, he punches Peter Sarsgaard in the face. So Brittany's dad, he doesn't get the answer he wants, and then he punches him in the face. Okay, so they're kind of setting up Brittany's dad on IMDb. His name is Sam. They're kind of setting him up to be a guy with a history of abuse. So if anything happened to Brittany, they could either pin it on him or maybe it was him. There are many options to where this whole thing could be leading. So was the execution pretty great? Overall, yes. It held my interest. However, Kayla is the one who is supposed to be at fault for whatever happened to Brittany. Okay, so the whole point of the story really is the parents trying to cover up for their daughter. Okay, so and it's like they're lying to everybody, they're lying to themselves. So I guess the main issue to discuss here is like why these parents who were separated came together to protect their child, even though it didn't seem like she deserved protection. Like, what if she did something horrible to Brittany? In terms of believability, I was thinking like maybe they should turn her daughter in, because if someone was that violent, if someone did something that destructive, well, maybe she'd want to harm her parents. And where do you draw the line? I was watching Joe Berlinger's Conversations with a Killer, the Ted Bundy tapes. It's available on Netflix. And Louise Bundy says something about her, how Ted was such a good son. Now, if your son is a serial killer, at what point are you going to be like, okay, I screwed up as a mother? Or, but these people are delusional, you're just like, it's my son, the one that I love, it's my daughter. Like, let me cover up for them no matter what they did. Unconditional love is great, but at a certain point, are you enabling your child by not having them face up to responsibility? So it seems with Kayla's parents, they're willing to be Louise Bundy, they're willing to cover up for their daughter no matter what. And they end up doing some things that are, yes, pretty illegal. Most people would consider that anyway, including the law. And then they make these horrible decisions in order to cover up for Kayla. However, the movie's called The Lie, so nothing is as it seems. And there are some moral choices that the characters have to make, and maybe they don't always make the right choices. In fact, most of the characters do not. Kayla's parents covering up, Kayla telling lies, a lie, multiple lies. And did Brittany do anything wrong? Yeah, yeah, she told a lie too. Okay, so thank you for listening to my review of The Lie. If you like it, check it out, like this video, and subscribe. I am looking forward to doing more reviews, so check back here soon.